All right, testing. Okay, my name is Glenn Self. I'm the uncle of Joshua here. You know, it's not too often that an uncle gets a chance to toast his nephew. So just settle back and get comfortable. I'm going to tell you all a story. So, you know, I've kind of been an uncle by long distance. I live in Charleston, West Virginia with my family, but I'm from Florida. My family's from Florida, and my sister and Roger, they live down there. And so when Joshua was born, everything was long distance. You know, they called me up at work and said, you know, you're an uncle, and I said, well, what is it? You know, and, well, it's a boy. And it's great. His name is Joshua. So it's always been a long distance thing. So I never had a chance to really experience, you know, the elementary school stuff and the high school stuff. I would come down and visit. But what really impressed me about Joshua is when he decided that he wanted to go and try out for the Edgewater crew team. So I'm a rower, so I know what that's all about. And so Joshua went through 3 or 4 years of Edgewater High School rowing, and it's a hard sport. And then he decided that he wanted to do that in college. So I'm kind of thinking, I did that in college as well. It's very, very difficult to be able to do that and go to school at the same time. So he goes up to Rutgers, which is probably one of the most competitive environments to row. I mean, one of the hardest places in the country to go row and compete. And just to give you an idea of how difficult that was to do, and Joshua did it for 4 years. He wasn't on a scholarship, but he did it for 4 years. So Joshua, it was you and Dyer. And how many other freshmen that started that year? How many? How many? 60? Okay. And how many finished your senior year?
There you are. There you are.
These two, right here. These two. So that's pretty daggone impressive. Because, you know, you're getting up early in the morning at, you know, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, you're doing your training, you're going to school, then you do it in the afternoon, you're doing weight training, and it's just absolutely exhausting. So that really, in my view, looking at it from a long distance uncle standpoint, that's pretty daggone impressive. And especially in the environment that he and Dyer did it in. It was very competitive and much larger scale than what I did in college. So I was impressed by that, Joshua. So I think I got to tip my hat to that guy. He has a lot of what my crew coach used to call a lot of moxie. So then after he graduates, he does a pretty good job of going through school, and he decides, oh my gosh, he wants to go and get his doctorate. And I said, Mike, you know, he doesn't come from a long line of academia. So he said,
what are you saying?
Maybe entrepreneurship and all of that, but not academia.
It's a very shallow pool.
And I said, so where's he getting this stuff?
But it's wide.
That's pretty daggone impressive. So he's getting his doctorate for God's sake.
Where he came from.
It was the huge dream.
So I said, you know, that's pretty impressive. And he's just about ready. He's doing his, what do you call that? Your dissertation or your, what are you doing right now, Joshua? You're doing your dissertation. He's writing a book. Or whatever, it's a chapter, 7 chapters or whatever. He has to go and he's defend it and all that. So that's pretty daggone impressive. So then I said, well, gosh, how can Joshua really top that? I mean, that's pretty good stuff. So then I hear this rumbling when he was going through college about Nancy. I said, well, who is Nancy? And you know, it's on again, off again, that kind of thing. I said, man, it's kind of fickle stuff here. Who knows what's going on? I said, who's this Nancy girl? So I heard all about her. I met her a couple of times. And then she comes up to Charleston, West Virginia for Thanksgiving. She's at our house. There's probably, 15, 16, 17 people there.
With 7 dogs.
With 7 dogs. And she fits in like she's known us forever. I mean, she's articulate, she's intelligent, she's resourceful. I said, my gosh, where did Joshua find this lady? And why would she like Joshua? So of all all the impressive things that Joshua has done, I think that is the most impressive. The fact that he is going to spend his life with Nancy. That's pretty awesome. So everybody pick up your glass. And this is for Joshua and Nancy for a long life together, and just have a great time and enjoy the ride. All right, next.
Hey, Dad, how do I turn this off?
All right.
Hi. Stand over there.
You guys stand over here.
I am so proud. Really. Josh has felt like a son since our ski trip. When was that? Years ago. And I'm so happy that all of my family and all of Josh's family and friends and all of my family and friends are here tonight to celebrate. This is a very happy occasion. What else am I saying? That's it. So, yes, I love you. Anything else I can say?
Words of
I love
advice?
you, Nancy. I love you, Josh. And it's really been fun the last couple days. And it's really been fun looking forward to this very happy occasion. Thank you. Go Rockers!
Do you want the mic?
Alright, I didn't prepare for this at all. I'm just kind of going off the top of the head here. But what I do know is that every year we would always get together and go to the beach, and we would see all the family. And all I remember is looking up to Joshua and Jacob, and just everything they did I wanted to do, and everything they were involved with I wanted to do. And so after all these years, you know, it's kind of crazy to look at this guy. But this guy's about to get married, and I don't really know how to think about it. I just look at him like, man, he's getting old. I guess it's time. I don't know, man.
Check it out.
Nancy seems like a great girl. I don't have any problems with it. I'm not against it. I hope it all works out and everything is great. But gosh, man, after all these years, I just want to appreciate everything that you've done for me and everything that you've helped me with throughout my life. Thank you.
Let's raise the toast.
No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
Good job, Glenn. Is it Dyer's coming up here?
All right, so the one I just have one very simple thing to show just how much this girl must love this guy. Now, the one thing I can say is that she very early in their relationship, she knew that Josh and I were best friends. And Josh's best friend body slams her. Not many people know this, but she got body slammed. And Josh hung out with a guy that did that, and despite all of that, despite who he hung around with and who he was around, she still stuck through with Josh. Shows what a great guy Josh is, to explain why he hangs around people like this. And I love the two of you very much. Both of you are two of the most wonderful people I know, and I wish you the very, very best. And this guy's been with me through thick and thin over the years, and this is wonderful. So, cheers.
Here, here.
Hey, Dada, do a body slam. Do a body slam.
No body slams. No more. We're done.
Hey, y'all!
Hey!
Thank you, Sally.
Hey, y'all. bakes their bread, has made a very special cake for our dessert tonight. And I invite you all to look at it before we cut it. And here it comes. Mike, the chef, is bringing out the cake. Thank you, Mike. What you have is a lemon cake with cream cheese icing for the groom's pleasure. And you have orange on the side. With your special nicknames for each other. And you cannot imagine how much it took for me to write Joshi on that. Because I hate that. I hate it.
I call it Josh. Secretly. Wait,
But because you love it, I will love it. All right.
Okay, before you cut it, I gotta get a picture of it.
Okay.
I want to tell them we have others.
Chocolate wrap with vanilla ice cream and chocolate or vanilla ice cream that you may place an order for. Or you may have a piece of this delightful cake in honor of the groom tonight. And you can have cake no matter what. And actually, we're going to be taking that home, right, Anna? Anything that's left over, we're taking with us. So you can have it the rest of the weekend. Woo! So have whatever you like and enjoy. And please take a picture before this goes away.
That's important.